Said, hey, we live.
We're live.
Yep.
Didn't know it was possible.
Mad lately. This is Rosecransvic. Joined by Gina Views. Good morning, Gabe.
Gabe Z.
And my guy, Adam22.
I'm here. Let's get familiar. So let's talk to the haters first, right? So last week, I feel like a lot of people, like I realized in that moment, as soon as I started watching the comments, I'm like, fuck, I didn't do a good enough job introducing these dudes. Like with AD's podcast, I've spent the last however many months building up to the point where like our audience would be somewhat comfortable with AD out the gate. And I didn't really like do the same thing with you guys, so apologies for that. And I just wanted to, be here, I guess, on this episode to maybe contextualize what's going on and what the show is. There was people in the comments who were like, "Oh my god!" Like they thought the No Jumper show was canceled, and then this was it.
Who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah. So I mean, I personally am hyped to have you guys on here. So I just wanted to express that to the audience and sort of join you guys and shoot the shit.
Well, we appreciate you for defending us too on your podcast.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
I was like relieved. I'm like, oh.
That would have been kind of lit.
I welcome the trolls though. Like honestly, it doesn't bother me. It's hilarious. Like a lot of them are actually really funny. Like they said I look like what did they say? A great value Bad Bunny, which is pretty cool.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah. Everybody was like clowning on my glasses, which was hilarious because that was an obvious troll like from the beginning. So like they fell for it.
I feel like because anyone who actually like is online enough that they even saw the episode and like cared enough to have an opinion, it's kind of like, well, all right, like I fuck with you for watching. I wish you were a little bit more constructive or maybe like seemed like you had our best intentions in mind. Sometimes you read the comments and you're like, wow, they hate us. They want us to die. Like they were gonna say this no matter what. But,
there was a few of those too.
I got home to a large paragraph in my DM.
Really? Oh, right. I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Myself as well. She's like, you planned this? Selena Powell for the record. She was like, you planned this? You told that girl to like, you set me up. I'm like, I've never talked to Gina about you. I didn't. And for the record, I saw what you said. Like, you didn't really say anything.
It was them.
Yeah. Well,
Gabe C should have received some backlash. I'm not gonna lie.
What did you say, Gabe?
I said I'm down for the team, but I won't go down on the team. That's all I said.
You want to go down on her?
I wouldn't go down on my team.
On almost anyone.
I said she was cute. I said they was fine. She said I'm gonna have somebody waiting for you outside.
Oh my god.
Sheesh.
Selena's not a good person to beef with. I will throw that out there. She's somebody that it seems good to stay on her good side. But I feel like her and Gina Views should be homies.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
It's too late now.
It's too late.
Yeah, like at this point, it's just time for the dog walk. You don't come at me like that. She can't.
God.
She said I disrespected her gangster, and like you don't talk to me like that. Like I'm a real LA street girl. Like come on, like. But that's why I didn't argue. I just said, okay, where you at? Like we're not gonna do the
Damn,
argue.
you did the Quavo address. Address.
We're not gonna argue, bro.
Damn.
You should have did the King Von.
What he
Was
does?
just murderer?
No, not that one. No, not that one.
Shout out King Von.
No,
Allegedly.
No, King Von. He said, "This your house?" He just replied. And then he was like, "It was a joke, bro. Like some random like hater."
Oh, like one of them diss you tweets?
No, like it was like he DM'd him like after he was like dissing him or whatever, and then he just DM'd him and said, "This your house?" Like
What
King
Google
Von,
Maps?
King Von, yeah, like it was like a Google Maps image from like the ground, like an aerial view of his house, like ready for an aerial strike. Like,
Maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but like if I had to go, I'm down to go by King Von's hands. Like, it could be worse.
Real demon.
People die all the time for no reason.
Right.
If I have to die to like further chill King Von's soul, all right, whatever. What do we have on the agenda? I forgot already. You guys have like a list.
yeah, so we're gonna see what has you mad lately, and you mad lately. I guess we'll start with Gina.
What has me mad lately? I'm tired of meeting dudes with girlfriends. Because every time I meet a dude, he got a girlfriend. And the last guy I met with a girlfriend, we stopped talking because he caught me buying condoms, but they wasn't for us.
You bought him condoms to use with his girlfriend?
No.
Oh.
Okay, so we were on FaceTime, and I was going to meet up with somebody else. Oh. And I had stopped at 7-Eleven to buy some condoms. So as I'm buying them, I forgot that I was on FaceTime. So I sat the phone down, and then the cashier handed them to me. And I just got them all in the screen with my debit card. Just like, you can clearly see the magnify. So he goes, "Is that fucking condoms?" So I said, no, this backwoods. And I'm like, but I got a mask on and I'm mouthing it out, but he can't fucking see me, so he looking at me. I'm like, "Give me the fucking backwoods." So then he like, okay, then he switches him and then he hangs up.
Wow.
And now he got a baby on the way.
Wow.
That's crazy.
But he had a girlfriend the whole time.
And you knew about it? You didn't know about it?
I found out now.
You're
I found out like last week.
Dude, it must be so cool to like not be popping enough that you can just hide your relationship. Because I could just never hide it. So it's like, it's kind of like off the table. But that's so cool, like that this dude is just out here being sneaky and nobody's none the wiser. 2020,
they hiding girlfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hiding girlfriends.
Fuck.
Shame on them.
Y'all hiding girlfriends?
Shame on them.
No. It's impossible. You got a baby on the way. That's the ultimate, like, unhideable girlfriend. Once you got a kid, it's like any girl is gonna be like, "Where'd that kid come from?" Oh, maybe the person you're sleeping with. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what has you mad lately?
Yeah.
But where do you meet them? If they keep having, maybe you like should stop going to the same place. Like maybe
this
y'all
the
have
thing. I don't go
there.
outside. So like when I randomly go outside and I like finally meet somebody, like
they always have a
girlfriend or somebody that's like feels entitled to them. You know, or.
But do you think that's just like a LA thing that like everybody has somebody?
I don't have no fucking body.
You hear that, guys?
Slide.
Yeah,
free
exactly.
Hey,
Yeah.
finance this ass.
She buys her own condoms.
And if you don't like Gina Views, hit up Yassi. Yassi, how much of the follower count gone up?
I ain't gonna lie, we getting up
Hey, we're getting up there. Hey, when you said that the guy caught you buying condoms, I was picturing like that you and this guy, like that you just live in this world where like there's only one corner store and he just happened to be there
And you're like holding the box. Like,
yeah, you're like, oh, it just felt like I was like listening to like the plot from a sitcom. Like, oh, he caught me. Like you happen to be in the same place. Like there's not like 5,000 7-Elevens.
That's how I felt though. I started looking around. I'm like, oh shit, we on FaceTime. I had my AirPods in. It was the stupidest shit I could have done. Like, and then like I just
rookie mistake.
I just didn't even get them. I went back home.
Yeah.
I just felt guilty afterwards. Like I'm not even supposed to be doing this.
You feel a
But you're
little
being
slutty.
safe.
I felt like a little hoe.
I'm a little slutty. Maybe I should chill out.
I said this is gonna be a
Safety
good
first,
little
though.
intro on Hoe Fashion.
Well, thank you for sliding us the content. Yeah. You might want to repurpose that twice. Yeah.
What has you mad lately, Gabe?
For me, it's a simple one. When I'm looking for like new music to play on the radio and stuff like that, it's like I normally go to like DMs or I have polls to see what's going on, what's hot in the streets, and a lot of times people just send the links or they just say, "Fuck with me, you're gonna regret it if you don't," and then it's like, I'm like, dude, like. Give me a description of yourself. Let me know where you're coming from or what songs. Sometimes they put like 10 links. It's hard for me to like go through the whole thing. So I'm like,
that's an important conversation to have. Like, what's the best way to submit your music? Because that, like, when you get the email and it's got 10 links and you're just like,
like which one is the one?
I would maybe click on one.
Yep.
So like keep that in mind, and that's what I do think people are smart these days because there's a lot less of an emphasis on an album and a lot more emphasis on like, okay, let's make one really good song or like make a little mixtape, but then pick one really good song and then make the whole video and like just make one piece. Like it would benefit an artist like a million times more to have one fire video that they can just point to and say that is the best representation I have right now of my career and my music. Rather than to have like 10 songs, because it's like 99% of people are not getting a song 10 in a world where every song is one click away, you know?
Yeah.
And after the third song, I'm probably checked out if I'm not caught on.
There's only so much time and so much interest you have before you get a text message or email and then you just move on. Like,
So the artists, make sure you pick that right one before you send it out 12, 15 different tracks off your EP.
And try to think of like how to get some attention, like
Yep.
in the title of the email and the message, like just anything you can say that'll make it seem more interesting. Because like for somebody like me, like I just have seen every fucking thing, like every message is just like I really feel like I have something to offer. I think I'm fire. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I've not listened to like a random song in my DMs like realistically almost ever.
Yeah.
So
Unsolicited, like
I'm just
like,
keeping it real. Like it's never happened. I'm just not gonna ever do it. Like I'll
Yeah.
never click on a random link.
What's
Yeah.
your reaction when they come up to you in person?
I'll just sort of yes them down. Like
Yeah.
that's
You
what's
have to do it.
up.
That's what I'm telling you guys.
I fucks with you.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Keep it
Just
up,
give me
man.
the point.
Yeah. You should drop 10 more songs. Honestly.
It's so awkward. It's so awkward, especially when they say, "Oh, I hit you up. I sent you my song in your DM." You open it because I open them.
Yeah.
You open them and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I listened to it. It was good. Why you didn't post it?" It wasn't that good. I'd rather get music videos though, so I can see the quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if it's if they know how to put together a good visual
Exactly.
versus just hearing the the music and stuff.
And the music video gives you more ways to like it because sometimes if the song is trash, but you see them and you see how they look and you see how they're moving, you could still see some potential in them,
Right.
even if the song's not it. Because like that's like a huge percentage of the time. Like even if they're dope, the song's produced bad, and if you just heard the audio of the song, you wouldn't necessarily know that they had anything going for them. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
Not totally.
it makes a difference for me.
What has you mad lately, Adam?
So many things, but no. But one that came to mind that she was just saying about like people coming up to you, like, and this didn't make me mad, but I was at the skate park and I had a dude come up to me in a way that at least felt new, like I'd never dealt with this before. Because like I went to the skate park in Long Beach because I was hanging out with my friends Vel and Phil and Andy and shit. We were riding bikes in Long Beach, and then we went to the skate park MLK in Long Beach, which I used to ride bikes at like every day in like 2013, 2014. We used to go to the skate park every morning, and I was there. And some guy comes up to me and I'm sitting there eating Jimmy John's, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I fucking hate when people try to have like, the like, hey, like I'm super happy to meet you, whatever conversation when I'm eating.
Yeah.
There's just something about that pisses me off. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm eating. I feel like that's like
It's
this
disrespectful.
is like walking on
Yeah.
somebody fucking and being like, hey, I want to talk to you about some shit. It's like, bitch, just let me eat this fucking Jimmy John's, bro. But the dude comes up to me and he's like, hey man, like I don't know who you are, but like these guys over here are saying that you're famous or something, and I just wanted to tell you about how Jesus saved my life and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh my god, but I was like polite. I was like, oh, that's what's up, man. I appreciate it. He starts telling me about Adam from the Bible, and I'm like, I get it. First man,
Yeah.
Eve, she ate the apple, the rib, the whatever. It's just, I mean, I'm like, it was just so much information, and I'm just thinking, like, you think I'm fucking retarded? You think I know? You don't think I know that my name is from a guy in the Bible? Like,
That's so annoying that he didn't even know who you were and just said, these guys said you're somebody to talk to. Like,
that's super annoying too. It's like, oh, so you don't like care about like what I've done with my life at all? That's fine, but you're like really interested in me because somebody else told you that I'm well known. Like, just it's whatever. Like, you're cool, fine.
I wonder what he would have said if your name was Chris.
I know. Yeah. Have you heard of Chris Brown?
he saved my life.
Wow, that's pretty funny. All right, Vic, what are you mad about? What you so mad at for?
I guess like nosy neighbors. Like, so like I just moved into this new place, and the first day they're like trying to like feel me out. Like, oh, so what do you do? Like, what do you like? Blah blah. And it's just weird. And it's like I feel like everybody at in my building like works from home, so everybody's like always home, and I feel like they're just like monitoring what I'm doing because I'm like the youngest dude there, and like
What area?
there's like a group in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, yeah, it's like they have a group chat. I mean, I'm in the group chat, but I feel like they have a separate group chat.
For the
Y'all
apartment
have
building?
what?
Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, it's weird.
That's tight.
How did that get?
It's pretty
Never
stylish.
heard of that.
It's kind of, there's only like 10 of us in the building, right? So it's not that much. But I just feel like I'm being judged all the time. Maybe it's just me. I'm like, let me walk my guests through the back door because I feel like they're gonna like be like, walk of shame again, huh? Like,
Are you the only like hip hop person in the building? Like,
yeah, I mean, the girl next door, they said she's like a model, but No, that's like
I mean, you ever watch like a sitcom from the 90s? It's like everybody's always having sex with people that they are neighbors with.
yeah, that's a
I'm
little
just
too
saying,
messy.
it
It's a
could
little too
happen,
messy.
yeah.
Like, you know, that'll be even worse. Like, it'll just no.
No, because what are the odds that she's a psycho that's not going to leave you alone?
Is she cute? Did you see her?
If she's
Yeah, I've seen
really
her. Yeah,
cute,
she's
she's going to
beautiful.
fuck you and
Yeah.
not care about you after, right?
Yeah.
Did you go find her Instagram?
No, I didn't.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm trying to be a good neighbor. Like,
I don't know. That group chat is different. I haven't even met my neighbors. I actually try to stay away from them.
I'm not a neighborly person at all. That's why. Like, I'm not a neighborly person. It'll
it's
take
so
5
foreign to
years
me.
for me to talk to a neighbor.
Y'all gonna have a Christmas party and shit?
Nah, like just the way I don't know. Oh, we might at this apartment. Yeah, they were like, we gotta take you on the roof, man. See the Hollywood sign. Like, I was like, yeah, like sure.
You should join that group chat.
Yeah, sure, the Hollywood sign. Like, oh, I've never heard of that. I wonder what it looks like. That was amazing.
Yeah,
It's a big sign. This is Hollywood.
yeah. So what do we have that's going on lately, Gina?
Tweets.
Oh, the tweets.
Oh yeah, who's getting sub dissed? This is what I was looking for because I'm
the
like, I don't know if
sneak
I sneak this to anybody, but I'd love to get called out for it.
Oh man, I'm sure you sneaked this. We should have pulled some Adam tweets. That's
I
what we should
know.
have
His whole timeline probably full
Yeah.
of them.
Wow.
done. Wait, who picked this?
Me.
Oh, okay. So you want to read it?
I put cream on her face. Now she Gucci Mane.
You fucking transgender? Dope.
Shout out my boy Charles.
Don't put the period.
I didn't even see that.
Do you remember whose bar that was?
Yeah, Sada Baby.
Oh, okay. there you
Yeah,
go.
Sada Baby.
But
it's-
you was feeling it.
Yeah, Sada Baby's hard. That
It's
was
crazy how like a rapper could say some shit that's kind of sus, kind of weird, and like it sounds hard as fuck. But then like taken out of context, a couple years later on Twitter, it could just totally have.
That's
a
my
different vibe.
favorite thing. Just like tweeting things out of context, like,
Yeah.
and just to see what people say. Like, what the fuck? Like that guy's like, you fucking transgender, dope. Like,
That's like mystical. I came in with the dick in my hand.
oh yeah, give me my dick in my hand. Be cool.
You can't say no shit like that. 2020.
There's
No
so
way.
many rap lyrics that I love that I've thought about tweeting, and then when I actually think about tweeting, I'm like, this is basically just a lyric saying like, I'm gonna come to your house and shoot you, and then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be the one saying that to the world randomly on Twitter.
You know what's funny about that mystical bar though?
Right.
I guess in where he's from, dick means gun.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, so
Hell
that's what he
no.
meant. That's what he meant.
But
Supposedly,
who created that slang though? Like,
New Orleans, I guess.
Everybody,
Where-
the dick thing is like everyone like fucking. The craziest one to me, which I've mentioned on the show multiple times, and I feel kind of sus saying it again, is that Draco the Ruler said, "Dick hanging out in public, I'm a pedophile." I always thought that was the funniest fucking thing for Draco to say because it's like,
hey,
Draco.
what the fuck?
like he wants you to get the point across that he's got a gun so much that he's willing to say something really horrible about himself as part of that metaphor, which just kind of blew my mind.
Man, free Draco.
Free Draco, man.
Draco for sure.
Go write him a letter, man. He put his address on Twitter a little while ago.
Yeah, definitely. What's the next tweet?
Ooh, I like this one, yeah.
Oh yeah, I picked this. So Don Q, he said, "Stop dating broke females. They wouldn't date you if you was broke." Thoughts, you guys?
I don't know. I'm broke.
Yeah.
I date all type of broke niggas. So
The whole time that I was single, I was broke. So this is very foreign to me. Like, oh, like you could judge girls based on how much money they have. Because I never was at the point at all where I was like in a position to turn down almost any pussy. Like how much money she has. I'm concerned with stuff like, does she have herpes? Like, does she smell weird? Like, is she gonna smoke speed in my bed after we're done fucking? Like, there's so many more like real problems that like, you know, that's such a first world problem. It's like, oh, you're like actually gonna not fuck a girl because she doesn't have enough money? That is lit.
see,
Never heard of it.
I don't even really believe that's true because I feel like guys like taking care of females. Like I feel like guys like taking care of women. Not to toot my own horn, but I have a really good job. And I've had men tell me like I didn't want to fuck with you because you're too independent, or you won't let me lead, or you don't make me feel wanted because you don't need me for anything. So I think I don't know. I think dudes like broke bitches.
Well, they're like for sure.
Finance this ass.
I feel like girls who are broke or like just kind of starting out are easier to impress. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like you take them to whatever, the Hollywood sign. Oh my God. Especially a girl that's like not from here, you know what I mean? Not from like that area. Mm-hmm. And just certain things, like you pick them up in like a 2009 BMW and be like, ooh, it's nice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's funny, but you reach a certain point where you're just like, well, I'm doing pretty good for myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Why should I have to, constantly pay for everything or go and this girl be like, you could just kind of tell. You're like, I feel like you're not doing so well. Like, and that alarms me because I'm 28 and I have to like look at shit like that now.
Well, I used to live at like I remember I used to live in like straight hood bum ass apartments my whole life, pretty much when I moved out of my parents' house, and then I moved to Wilshire and Beverly in Koreatown. Like they have those big fucking apartments around there, and I got a spot in one of those. And I think my rent was like $800 a month, so it's not like anything out of the ordinary. But I had multiple girls when I got that spot. Like I had an elevator and like sort of like a clean entryway into the apartment. Like granted, there's like a huge like tent city of bums like a block away.
Yeah.
But I remember bringing girls over there and having them be like, wow, like, you have such a nice apartment. And like, when I think about it, that basically means that they were broke. Because there's not like, if they were like really impressed by that apartment, I mean, there's no way. Like, if their apartment's worse than that, it's not a good sign. So, I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
They don't even be having apartments.
I love independent women like more so now. I think now that I'm getting older. So. What about you, Gabe?
Real shit. Well, I'm broke as shit, so I thank my girl for being my sugar mama and holding me
That
down.
too.
Yeah.
That's attractive too. I always
real.
am like, you're gonna take care of me, baby. Like, that's something I look forward to. Like, if I do pretty well and they do better, like, caking. Come on.
Why not? I'll be the little spoon.
Exactly.
I feel like that's a lot of what rappers are talking about when they're talking about buying girls Birkins and shit. Like, they're not talking about buying a girl a $10,000, $20,000 bag who already got bags like that.
Exactly.
They're talking about like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you out the hood or like whatever economic circumstances you're in, and I'm gonna spend a fuckload of money, get you super nice, and then you're not gonna be able to even fucking mess with the dudes in your building after that, because I'm gonna fucking skew your whole sense of what is acceptable, and then that girl is gonna either like move on to Future or like be forced to basically fuck with dudes who are on a higher level after that.
Right.
But like then that guy will always be able to be like, I gave her a first break. She was sleeping in the
I hit
fucking
it first.
streets, and then I gave her that bag.
I feel like that's Lil Baby's whole strategy. Like, he just bought so many girls' titties in Atlanta, and now, like, you know what I mean? He's just like, buy a new girl, pair of titties, and then it's just like, now he's just like, yeah, I bought her titties. Now they can only fuck with me or people like me. And yeah, just like you said, just skew their whole fucking reality.
That's almost like making a girl a baby mama, but a little bit less involved.
Yeah. You still have a small stake in that ass.
Well, how do I get through in the draft?
To get
I'm trying to get in the draft pick.
to get
For
a
little
baby,
baby?
put in you, or the
You
fake
get a little
boobs,
baby or whatever. Whatever's at the top of the list.
I feel like this is a good start. Like,
It's a good start. All right, y'all.
Shoot it.
Gina Views. And don't follow Rosecransvic and Good Morning Gabe C, because y'all been trolling me all week, and I need y'all to know their Instagrams too.
But okay, like super hypothetical, because I saw this happen when we had a Slim Danger on the podcast, and like it's like Chief Keef's baby mama, Chief Keef's baby mama. Like, she is forever labeled that. Like, wouldn't it be so fucking funny if Gina Views was like, oh, that's Blueface baby mama, yeah.
I like how you put that in the universe, Blueface.
No, you're gonna be Blueface's second baby mama,
Yes.
third, yeah.
I would love to pull up to the BCG house.
Oh,
BCG? BGC? Bad Girls Club.
yeah.
but it's not actually the Bad Girls Club, right? This is his
No.
version of it.
His
yeah.
version, his like not cleared at all version, not licensed. Like,
It's OnlyFans.
The OnlyFans videos had mad like uncleared music in it, and that just stands out to me so much as a YouTuber. Like, it's just crazy. Like, oh my god, they're playing like an actual popular song in this video as a YouTuber. That's like would never happen anymore.
Hell yeah.
But thank you to Vic for spending $20 on the Blueface OnlyFans. 'Cause-
Yeah, the first OnlyFans I've ever bought, for the record. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we talk about what we saw on there and what your
Of
overall
course.
impression of this experiment that he's holding is?
So I'm fascinated by it. I feel like we all are like fascinated. We've been covering this story very closely all week.
Yeah.
Sending like videos and like pictures and stuff of all this shit in the group chat. And it's just like, it's insane, like the girls he picked, because I feel like obviously he could have chosen a lot different women, but he seemed to like, I'm just,
Messy girl.
I'm just so intrigued of like his whole selection process. Like I want to like see his draft board. You know what I mean? Like I want to see like, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna take the Snow Bunny, you know, third round.
Cross this box.
Yeah,
Cross
like,
this
yeah.
box.
I want to see who didn't make the cut.
Right,
Yeah.
but I feel like the women who didn't make the cut are probably more sophisticated, more intelligent, less likely to get into a fight. Like, you're basically
Yeah.
choosing people based on how likely they are to do some wild shit, right?
He said, "Choose your fighter." That's like he tried to put together like a Mortal Kombat screen. Like,
Like, if you get the vibe that a girl's just not going to be down to like fight in a basement of a house with boxing gloves or whatever,
Yeah.
like for the world to see, then. And that was the dope thing about the OnlyFans you paid for is you can see all the girls naked because they're just, I mean, it's kind of limited, but they're just naked. Like
it looks like a
shaking
tip
their
drill
butts.
video. Yeah, it looks like a tip drill video.
It definitely looks like a tip drill video.
Yeah.
Which was pretty interesting. It only has like 7 videos. The audio is terrible. So if we talk to Blueface soon, fix audio, please. It
It's
was
like no
interesting.
microphone. You can hear him yelling in the background.
Yeah.
And shit. It's like,
Like somebody could have been mic'd up.
yeah, all
doesn't
that
take that
production
much.
time. But
Yeah.
did you see that Blueface already lost his fucking cameraman?
Yeah, that's what she was telling me.
Like, and
Shout out to RG.
he's like, I need some. You know who it is?
Yeah.
Why'd he quit?
It's the homie RG. I haven't asked him yet.
Oh, we
Call
gotta
him
figure
up,
that
call him
out.
up right now. Call him up.
Yeah, call him.
Call him up right now.
Hey, while you do that, I want to say that since the beginning of it, I was very, very extremely fascinated by the white girl just because she seems like super out of place and shit.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I go to her Instagram. She's following me and she had messaged me trying to be on the podcast already. And now that she's done this, I think she would be such a good podcast guest. Like, I want to have her on for sure once she's done with the blue. And actually, man, I got to pull up. I got to go to his house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be a vlog.
I'm DMing right now.
Okay, Adam, take me with you.
Oh, yeah. No,
Don't
for
go to
sure.
my baby daddy house without me.
Oh yeah, we getting COVID together, Gina. Let's go.
I walk in and get swung on.
Shit, already.
RG. What's good, bro? We're on No Jumper right
Hold it
now.
up to the mic.
Oh, yeah. Right
What
here.
up,
What up?
What's poppin'?
bro? Why'd you quit?
Oh man. hey, them motherfuckers is crazy. Man, you gotta put me on the show, man.
You're on right now. We're live.
Yeah, talk your shit.
You couldn't handle it?
Nah, it's not even. It's not even that I couldn't handle it. All right, well I couldn't handle it.
Did somebody swing on you?
What happened?
Hey, nah, really like. Bitches was fighting and shit, and like, they start shooting me with the fucking they start shooting me with the fucking Nerf guns and shit. I start telling bitches, man, I'll beat one of you bitches up. Don't play with me. Bro,
I feel when you bitches
all
up.
day, it's nonstop. It's like, as soon as I sit down and fucking eat, these bitches start fighting. I miss it on the camera. I'm like, bro, I start feeling like I'm not doing my job right or something. So I'm like, I'm sleeping in the garage. They got niggas sleeping in the garage, all type of shit. So I don't know. It was just unorganized for me. You know, I got my whole business I'm running. So I'm like, man, I can make the same amount of money and I could be home all day. Like,
Yeah.
I feel you.
feel like it's too much females. They feel like they was all on their period, bro. So,
Were you a part of the selection process at all?
rubbing off on me.
Yeah.
you say?
Were you involved with picking out the girls?
Nah, I wasn't. It really was just him. Like he picked out everything himself. Shit, everything was last minute. I just swiped up because I shoot his music videos and shit. So I just swiped up and was like, let me help film. But like, honestly, if I would have came at it with like 4 or 5 other cameramen, it would have been cool. But it was just like everything's just unorganized. They don't really know what the motive is, but I think it's gonna take off though for sure.
Definitely.
But I just felt for me.
Did you like your experience overall?
I went to Walmart, started shopping for these bitches. They started calling, talking about they need makeup, wife. I was sitting in Walmart for like 4 hours. I'm grabbing tampons and shit, all type of shit.
We were just watching that episode too. We didn't know how it
We
hit
subscribed
4K.
to the OnlyFans. Yeah, we subscribed. We saw the whole thing.
And we know that those girls are not on their periods, or if they are, they're hiding it pretty well because I've seen deep within some of their material.
No, one of them was on it. They had the whole.
Which one?
They put it on the story. I'm trying to think. She's like a light skinned one, I think.
Oh, please don't say the white girl. I gotta figure out her name.
No.
Oh,
She was doing her homework. She's in college right now.
I knew there was something special about her, bro.
She's on Zoom. Meanwhile, everybody's fighting. Like,
Hey, yeah, she's just in the room doing her homework. Hey, she went around the corner and she got hit. She got socked like this. The second day in the morning, she just woke up.
Oh shit! What a haymaker.
She was just like, hey, she was like, oh, I just got hit. I don't even know why. They're tripping.
yo, this sounds exactly like the female version of the Mad Real World, the Dave Chappelle skit. Remember, there was just one white guy in the house, and they stabbed her. They stabbed his dad.
Wow. All right. Thanks, bro. I appreciate the insight. Yeah.
Thanks, RG.
Means a lot.
Appreciate you.
Well, that was legendary.
All right, bro. Talk to you later.
That was so funny.
Wow.
We got the inside scoop for sure.
Imagine trying to do homework in there.
And you just get punched in the mouth.
Having a Zoom class. What's in the back?
Like, what is she studying to be in life that she then like went and did the Blueface reality show? I don't know.
She said she was a communications major on his story, I think.
I feel like being on that show would be like good enough reason to not get hired for a job, don't you think?
Yeah.
If they subscribe to the OnlyFans.
But I don't think you can like not get a job now because of OnlyFans. Or I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Didn't that girl get fired for having one?
But, like teachers and shit.
Teachers
Somebody got
for sure.
fired because I'm about to make one.
For real?
Yeah.
How low will you go?
I'm
That's the question.
only going to put the... I don't want to say it because they...
Half an areola.
I want them to think that I'm going to be naked.
How much is this gonna cost?
I don't know. I don't know how much I'm worth.
Listen, you know what the harsh reality is though? Is that the girls who charge like $20 always start to be like, I could get more if I do 15, or I could do more if I do 10. Like every girl I know, even the biggest girls, they end up doing it for like $5 because you would rather have, 100,000 people paying $5 than like 20,000 people paying $20. Yes. Actually, that does make sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to talk to somebody because I don't know what I don't even know what the hell to put on there. Like I'm not gonna be playing with
There's
myself.
OnlyFans managers. They're like the new age pimps
Oh,
out
for real?
there. Yeah.
Lots of them.
What?
Yeah. There's a lot of them out there. Allegedly.
No.
Allegedly.
If I didn't have other shit going on, that's probably honestly what I would get into. Like the people who signed Lil Pump and shit,
Yeah.
and like Boom Gang and stuff, like which the Pump thing probably ultimately made more money than the Boom Gang thing. Like they're signing OnlyFans girls now.
Wow.
So that really made me start thinking like. That kind of, like realistically, how much fucking money are rappers making right now?
Yeah.
You're not making any money unless you have songs blow the fuck up, and that just doesn't happen that often. You can't like take a percentage of their show money. The OnlyFans girls, they're working.
And they're COVID proof, like recession proof. If anything, their stock rises when all this shit happens.
So what is like regular OnlyFans content? Are they fucking people or are they touching themselves?
The majority of girls on OnlyFans are just like posting like sexy videos, but not butt naked and stuff. Like there's tons of girls who are huge on OnlyFans that have never shown a nipple, but then like there's a lot of girls that like they just show the titty or they'll finger themselves or whatever. And then you go a little bit deeper. Then you got the girls that will like suck their boyfriend's dick or like they'll work with like male porn stars or just film shit with whoever, And then like at the farthest end of the spectrum, you have like the actual porn stars who actually like make legitimate porn and put it on OnlyFans. So.
What?
I feel like you have to stretch it out, right? I mean, wait, like no pun intended, but like you have to you have to stretch out you have to stretch out the content because it's just like after so long, like they're just gonna keep seeing like there's only so many parts of the body you can show, right? So I'm sure like if a girl's just starting her OnlyFans, it's probably like a 1 month long like teaser.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I guess if they're smart. I mean, because
You probably shouldn't go all the way in until, because like I seen it with my girl, like when she first started doing private snap, or it was private snap before it was OnlyFans, like her shit blew the fuck up, and then like it probably would have like chilled out and leveled out and stuff, but then she started to actually like be really proactive, like shooting content with different girls and like really having like themes, and like even her like convincing like YouTube girls that have never really done like scenes with other girls or whatever, convincing them to do it. It's like you got to keep it interesting for the people for sure.
I probably couldn't even take the heat because when I started Whole Fashions, everybody thought I was throwing my life away, and I'm like, I'm just reading stories. Like,
what do you mean? Like,
you're throwing your life away. You're better than this. You're supposed to be covering rappers. What the hell is this? You're in your panties. You're not going to be shit.
what?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wait,
Look
isn't
at
that-
you now.
I feel like black women. Hey, don't you feel like black women get judged so much more harshly for
Hell
being
yeah.
sexual on the internet? Mm-hmm. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just they get judged by this like old school conservative standard that white girls totally don't get judged by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Super unfair.
it's probably because of what was that? Girls Gone Wild. So many white girls are just they lost all their morals at 18. So now it's like we're used to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different. Like,
Yeah.
Girls Gone Wild helped open the game up. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
It's still around. I was the dude who owns Penthouse and Xvids and stuff. I was talking to him, and he's just like, "Yeah, we own Girls Gone Wild too." I'm like, "What are you doing with the brand name?" He's like, "Nothing. We just own it." He's like, "I have no idea what I'm going to do with it." I'm like,
That'd be cool. I wear that on a shirt. That'd be kind of cool if you just make some merch for it.
Imagine having a company like that and just being able to see it now just on regular Twitter, Instagram, just see titties all day.
Yeah.
When you actually had a brand.
You used to have to wait for
DVDs.
the commercials on Comedy Central, like to
Yeah.
just get like the trailer.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was beating off to those. Let's just be real.
Late night vibes.
No, I had a friend. I had a friend who told me that he ordered it one time and it kept billing him and sending him a new VHS tape every month for like 2 years.
Oh shit.
And I tweeted about it because I thought it was so funny. This is like 10 years ago. His girlfriend saw the tweet and was so mad about it that they like broke up.
Oh shit.
Like really broke up after dating for like 4 or 5 years. My tweet did it. And it was because he used to get VHS tapes of girls whipping their titties out in the 90s. This is like 20 fucking years ago.
She was just looking for a reason to break up with him.
Yeah.
Quite possible.
If an Adam tweet
Like,
can break
really?
up your relationship, it's not that steady.
That what you used to beat off to when you like a couple $100 that you spent in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like what?
That's fucking crazy. VHS though, that's hilarious. In 2010,
It just
VHS?
seems like so much work now to get that tape when I could literally watch any porno ever made on my phone and it would take me like 5 seconds.
And you don't
get
have to
it.
like put it in the like little the little race car to like rewind it, the VHS. Like you guys remember that shit?
Hey, you had a race car? I could just do it in the VCR.
You did? You're
Dang,
rich. Yeah,
right?
you're rich.
I had a race
a
car.
button
I had a
on
race car
there.
I had a
joint, too.
race car. I don't know. It's just you put the race car and it just like rewinds it all
Do
the
you
way
remember
back.
the race car? I never had a
It
race
was
car.
super fast. You had the one in the VCR which rewound it, but you put it in the race car. Like,
Yeah, race car. Yeah, high
Because that's
speed.
real. You would have like a 6-hour VHS tape. You remember those? And
Yeah.
you would go to rewind it and you're sitting there for 15 fucking minutes while I rewind. That was real.
Yeah,
Kids these days will never know.
they have
I have
no idea.
Fuck. But
Champion-
you don't know either. Aren't you like 23?
Yeah.
Look at her necklace. Look at her necklace.
1993? You just a math. 27. Oh, that's pretty close. Yeah.
Championship.
Lakers. Fucking Lakers won, baby. We're out in the
Let's
streets
go
yesterday
Lakers,
running
man.
a fucking
Lake
fool.
show.
Y'all was
Yeah.
both outside.
For
We
real.
were. We didn't run into each other though.
We did not.
Ironically,
You were
yeah.
running around downtown?
Yeah.
They
How
was
was it?
around all them people, Adam.
No, we're wearing masks. We're wearing masks.
Were you rioting? Breaking into Starbucks?
No, I wasn't. I was. If I'm riding, I'm not going into Starbucks. That's for sure.
And what did they take in?
Fucking caramel latte, like the syrup, like just a bunch of pumpkin syrup. Like that's
Banana
probably what I would
walnut.
take.
Banana
I
walnut.
would just take all. I would just have a whole setup in the crib with just a bunch of syrup. Like
You just see me running out there. I got a bunch of bags of almonds.
You got a lemon loaf?
I got some scones.
pumpkin spice anything and resell that bitch. Like yeah,
2 boxes of soy milk?
yeah.
How was it? How was it out there?
Oh, it was amazing. It was love. It was just everybody you know, super happy. Nobody was like really tripping. Everybody was just happy. There was like Kobe chants. There was, you know, let's go Lakers chants. I think I left before it started to get really crazy.
Yep.
I mean, at first they were doing like donuts in the street, and that was cool.
Yeah.
And then we were just like in the middle of the street across from Staples Center. But we left at a point. They started like shooting bean bags and shit.
Really?
Yeah, just bean. I don't know. That's what I heard. Like, and then all of a sudden it started to get really rowdy, and I think that's when we had already went back to like the homie Ramp's crib, and from what I saw after, like I missed all the dope shit because like there was people hanging on like the the Pico Street sign.
Right.
Okay, can we pull that up? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that shit was insane.
That shit looks like a Travis Scott concert right
Yeah.
here.
Full screen it though, Josh?
Look at him. He's on top of the Pico sign. Look, both of them.
This guy's got a lot of fucking balls that he thought that they were going to catch him. Because I've seen people do this at mosh pits from way lower and not get caught.
That's so fucking high up.
This guy deserves a concussion.
Like everyone just waiting.
I hope people got like
Like,
good, like
let's
good
go!
photos. Yeah.
Let's go! It's lit.
What if we found out somebody just got paralyzed right there?
Yeah.
It wouldn't really blow my mind.
Yeah, I mean, for the Lakers though, like, yeah,
It's worth it.
It's worth it. Yeah. The homie got arrested for being out there. He also ended up on the Channel 7 News, like the
What?
Ariel. Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out Denner.
Big
That's
moment
crazy.
for the city, man. The energy was
Yeah.
pure love. It was
Not for
dope
real.
to
I ran
just-
into a lot of people too, just on the street, like, you know, just running into homies, like, shit, you here? Like, you know, that was dope. We didn't run into Gabe though. Who are you with?
I was with my homies, Kevin and Aaron. He has a house like down the street, so we just walked.
The
through
same
whole
thing, yeah.
thing.
The
Soaked
homies,
up
the homies
energy,
live on
man.
Wilshire, so we
Beautiful.
just walked down.
Yep.
No, that shit was love. I bought like 3 bootleg shirts for like $40. This is one of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look.
But what makes it bootleg?
Because it's not like official Lakers merchandise.
Oh, like from the actual.
Yeah, just people on the street like selling shit.
Don't you love that though? I respect that hustle so much when you
Oh,
see
yeah.
motherfuckers and they got like, because they do it during everything at
Yeah.
Staples Center. Like it's so and so's concert. They don't know who the fuck the artist
Don't
is.
give a
They're on
fuck.
Google image search. Let's make this
Yeah.
fake shirt. Boom. We're gonna walk around sell it.
I love that it's like very unique. Like nobody's ever really gonna print this again.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like a 101 to me, and it was $10. Like, come on.
You gotta support them because
Yeah.
it's a lot of kids who like their parents own like a print shop or some shit, so
Yeah.
they can just fucking whip shit up real quick. Because a guy we went to see Drake and a guy fucking actually recognized me and he gave me a Drake shirt. I
Oh,
was
dope.
Pretty excited about that, to be honest.
Yeah,
Fake Drake shirt.
I told the guy I bought it from. I was like, "Aren't you glad they won? Because you would have been fucked. Like, you would have had to ship this shit to China. Like, just printed up so many fucking shirts, and then you're just like, what the fuck do I do now? Like, you got
But did it actually say like champions? Like
What does this one say? This one
Yeah.
just says championship, but it has Alex Caruso
Hey,
and
the
Rondo.
GOAT.
Yeah, this is like all my favorite players. So I was like, gotta get this. But yeah, the other one said like 2020 championship.
Is anything on the back?
No.
that's the nature of the fake shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Get your tag. Yeah.
It cost them like $2 to print this bitch.
The ones I met was trying to tax me 50, 60. I was like,
50,
holy
60?
shit, with Disneyland
What?
prices.
They try to charge you a Virgil? Yeah. Jesus Christ. Hell
Half
no.
a bird.
Okay, explain the Virgil thing to me.
You know
Because
what that
I
is?
see it on the timeline and stuff, but I honestly don't know.
He donated
what's going on.
$50 to some activist type stuff during the whole protest season. But it was like, in his defense, it was one of those things where it's like a chain where everybody keeps quote tweeting and saying like, I'm sending $50 or I'm sending $10 or whatever. Virgil clarified later on that he had actually donated, I think, like $20,000 or something like that,
Yeah.
some significant amount. But he had just donated $50 as part of his thing. And for some reason, like Virgil is in that space where he's so successful and like beloved by people that he could fuck up in the most minor of ways, and people are just like rabid dogs, just ready
Yeah.
to tear him apart. And they're like, "You make billions of dollars off Off-White and Louis Vuitton, and you only do $50, you scumbag." And it's just a weird thing with Virgil. How people just love to hate on him.
I just hate when people say, when they have an opinion on how much you should give. You know what I mean? When, in fact, they're probably not giving anything themselves.
Right.
They're like, all you gave is 50. I'm like, how much do you give? I'm like, nothing, but, you know, just like, shut up then. Like,
I remove my name from people GoFundMe because I'll be like, maybe I could give a little more, but let me just remove my name so when
yeah, I don't
judge
like,
me.
I don't like putting my name on there because
Yeah.
it's like, a lot of times it's like for funeral shit. I'm just like, I don't care if you guys know who it is.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
don't need to know if I donated or not.
Yeah.
No, man, I donated to this poker players legal defense fund the other day because basically she exposed this guy who was cheating at poker. Like she fucking made a video proving that this guy was
Was he
cheating.
like what, counting cards or something? Or
He was playing on a live stream like this, and like there's like a delay so that like you can't like tune into the live stream and see what people's cards are. But there was a guy who basically he somehow had a connection to the live feed, so he knew exactly what everybody had.
Shit.
And so she accused him, and then now he's suing her. And I donated my $200, and I was thinking in my head, like, if I ever meet her, I'm gonna say, "Oh, I donated to your legal defense fund," because like, that'd be a really good conversation starter. Yeah. So you're right, not including my name would have been a much less tacky version. But I feel like it's the tackiest thing on earth to criticize like somebody's philanthropy. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, it's just a joke, you know?
Yeah.
Although, like with the Virgil $50 thing, like you can kind of, you know, like Virgil giving $50 would be like most people giving like 5 cents.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can.
It just got like memeified, and it was just hilarious. So everybody started saying like,
Keep it Virgil.
Keep it two Virgils. Yeah.
Well, Adam, we have a finance that ass for me and Yazzy's butts. So if you want to chip in.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
that would be very
GoFundMe.
noble for me to do that. Yeah.
You don't have to put your name in it.
That'd be a good way to support women. Yeah, they come in. Oh my God, somebody donated $20,000. I wonder who he was. Sounds like a great guy. No, we got to donate to Laura too. I think Laura wants some fucking sneaky surgery too. She's always in these conversations. I don't know. You just seem like I see the other girls talking about it, and I see that glimmer in your eye, Laura. I don't know. She seems intrigued.
Not a glimmer.
If anyone in this office is going to get a BBL, then we all need to get it.
What? Where would you transfer it to?
Fuck it.
I'm going to take it out of my ass and into my gut. I don't know why.
He just wants to improve his dad bod with the baby on the way.
I want to look worse.
He wants a beer belly.
Yeah.
Drink belly, fake drink belly. I don't want to have to drink the lean.
The
I just
Gucci
wanna
man
get it.
belly. Yeah.
OVO and Bape collab.
Yeah, this was super dope. If we could pull that up, so basically OVO and Bape had a collab, and they tapped LA's own OGZ to be one of the models for it.
Wow, I did not realize that. That's
Yeah.
sick.
What?
That's just hard.
Yeah, which is super dope. As like everybody knows, like OGZ's been wearing Bape for like years.
Yeah.
And then just like that, with the addition of like a OVO cosign, is like huge. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because I feel like he's still very much an underground artist,
Right.
even though he's probably one of the biggest versions of an underground artist.
Compared to Drake's universe, like even Drake following OGZ like a year or two ago blew my mind. So him like having to model this shit, that's super sick.
Yeah, this kind of led me to thinking, do you think they have like a record in the tuck?
Drake and Jeezy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I think like a couple.
You think so?
Have they ever met? Do we know?
This guy has insider information. We gotta press him. He's our Baron.
But if you were to
this
hear
is our
an
Baron right
OGZ
here.
and Drake collab, would you want it like a OG, like a Shoreline 100 BPM, like a Ratchet LA type of vibe, or would you want to hear like a trap?
No, I
song
wanted
with
like
OGZ
some
and
LA
Drake?
Some
ratchet
LA
shit.
shit, yeah.
I don't want to hear OGZ's Marvin's Room diss or his verse.
No,
Like, I don't want to see
On the
OGZ getting
trap
on
shit.
Drake's level and like singing and shit. No, I want to see him talking about selling perks and like having a gun.
I want the version of Drake that like hopped on YG,
YG,
record,
yeah.
YG
Yes.
records.
Or like
Anytime-
that Block Boy song, like like that
Yeah.
Drake energy of Drake like ready to rap his ass off.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Anytime Drake hop on some LA shit is great.
He does it right. Yeah.
Yeah, he does it right. It doesn't seem forced. It seems really, really natural.
Yeah, because I remember one time he tweeted OVO OTX. Like it was a while ago. It was probably like maybe like a year ago.
Because if you're a rapper who like pulls up to the studio, does a song with Drake, it's kind of like, do you really want to tell the world like me and
No
Drake make
way.
a fire song? Because what are the odds it's going to come out?
If you're smart,
know?
you don't. Yeah, you keep it in the tuck and you don't mention it. Because I feel like also, I'm sure Drake would not even fuck with that. It's
No.
because it's like too clout chasey. It's like, nah, never mind.
He
You
would
know?
probably respect it more if you were a little bit more low key at how you sort of teased the fact that you were having anything to do with him, But yeah, that's interesting because like you just don't want to trippy red yourself, Because he fucking did the song and then his DJ played it on New Year's. snippets it to the world, and then Trippy got X'd out of the situation right there.
Oh, and that song went like double, triple diamond and shit.
That
Right?
would have been by far the biggest song of Trippy's career,
God's
and he
plan,
fucked up that
yeah.
opportunity just by letting his DJ play. I don't know who the DJ was, and I don't know like exactly how that went down, but like if he killed the DJ, you would understand, right? Like
That's
it
a
would be
diamond
fair,
record.
right? Like
That's a fucking diamond record.
yeah, that was the
Jesus
biggest song
Christ.
of Drake's career.
Yeah,
Just like that's crazy.
insane.
Rucci and Ducey, billboards in LA.
Yeah, no, they're not in LA, right? They're in
They're
Inglewood.
Inglewood.
Yeah,
LA Inglewood.
No, but like that's
Big
harder.
moment.
That's harder that they're in Inglewood. Like that's huge. Like if they were in LA, like I would still applaud.
Yeah.
But like they got them in Inglewood, like in their section.
I think it's cool seeing these are artists like they're on a rise right now, like Blast,
Yeah.
Bino, how we're seeing these people that are on billboards and we fucking know them.
Yeah,
And like
it's
we
a trip.
actually witnessed their come up and we was like in those rooms with them and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy as hell.
To
To
see
me.
it on a large scale now that like we knowing a lot of people are gonna drive up and be like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like is dope. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because eventually they're gonna know who they are. You know, if they haven't already or that billboard didn't intrigue them enough. You know what I mean? Like billboards are pretty huge, I think. I mean, I try to ignore all the 6ix9ines I see.
I still see those
everywhere.
every day.
Bro, they had one in Hawthorne. Like, why are you guys out here? Like,
I was driving down fucking Burbank Boulevard today, and like Burbank is not the most hood place, but in like the hood areas, the fucking 7-Elevens and shit have fucking 6ix9ine billboards right there.
they went ham with that promotion. Like, I don't think that's leading anybody to stream it. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
For
Yeah, let me-
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's
Crazy.
insane. But yeah, shout out to them.
And Reason has a billboard in Times Square. I thought that was freaking
That's
big.
huge.
Yeah.
So you have the
Spotify
billboard that
one.
everybody always has for like 2 seconds.
I don't know.
You know, like I just remember like there was like 4 rappers who posted the same billboard in Times Square. We got, like that billboard changes every 5 fucking seconds.
Yeah.
Like that's just hilarious.
You
to
got to
me.
snap the pic at the right time or you fucked up. Like,
Yeah. They
That-
probably take a picture of it for you, or they
Yeah.
like fake the photo. Like this is what it's gonna look like, and like here's a photo of how it looked for 5 seconds. Yeah,
yeah.
Well, they made it 5 seconds.
I don't know.
At least.
I think it's on a rotation, so even if
Yeah.
you miss
Yeah.
it, you're probably gonna see it
Yeah.
again,
See it
in like a
again,
minute or
uh-huh.
2, right?
So I think Chike was in Times Square too.
Yeah.
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 I feel like Rucci was in Times Square.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Like the first album.
Possibly.
I think Spotify owns that main billboard that's like
Yeah.
above the police station there or whatever.
I think
and
that's
you
what it
just-
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was.
But have you guys checked out Reason's album?
Yes.
I listened to it because you had it on the list for
Yeah.
this. and it was
New
great.
Beginnings, right?
Yeah.
Carson
Great
and-
album. It says it's audio played on the last track with him signing his TDE paperwork. And I was there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool hearing that in the background. 'Cause
Wait, it was him signing to TDE?
yeah, him signing his contract.
But when did he sign exactly? Because how long has he been around? Because I feel like this is my first time actually consuming a full album from him.
This is his second album.
Okay.
Reason's been doing music, I would say, since 2013, maybe 2014.
Okay.
He kind of got like popular and stuff during like 2015 because he's from Delamo, Carson area.
Carson.
And he like grew a really, really big fan base there.
Okay.
I featured him in 3 ciphers, I believe.
He
and-
always killed it. It wasn't even
Yeah.
fair for other people, honestly.
Yeah, he like always killed it. He was like one of the artists like when I first started that like really fucked with me. But yeah, I think when did Black Panther come out?
2016?
I think so.
So
2016.
I think he signed
Black Panther, the movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, 2018.
2018. Yeah,
2018,
it wasn't
yeah.
that long ago.
he signed
had a
either like the year before that or like early whatever year that was, like early that
Yeah.
year, because he was on the Black Panther soundtrack.
Yeah.
And it was like a secret. Like he was just an unknown artist that was
Yeah.
on there or whatever. Then he came out. But yeah, he's pretty dope. I really like the album. I enjoyed it a lot.
I got to listen to it more, but I was definitely impressed by what I heard earlier today. Yeah.
Yeah, he had like some controversy, right? About like some bars that he had related to like Mac Miller.
Oh,
Did you
what,
see
what
that?
did
On
he
this
say
album?
about Mac
Yeah.
Miller? Can we pull up the actual quote of what he fucking said about Mac Miller? I could pull up on my phone.
Yeah. It was something
And you could be the next Mac Miller.
Oh, talking
He was
about
just like,
drugs
he-
and
yeah.
shit?
he was talking about drugs.
It wasn't like directly in context towards Mac Miller, but
Yeah.
was just ripping that.
I didn't see anything on the timeline about it.
It was. I feel like it was circulating more so probably last week a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, people were like coming at him, but I don't feel like he didn't have any like ill will with it. You know what I mean? It's like as a lyricist, like sometimes you're gonna mention names, you're gonna have to do certain things to get a point across.
Okay, this is the lyrics that he got called out for. Look, you said you want to be an artist. Well, we gonna turn you to an addict. Get rid of the N-words that got you on with, then give you the tools to dig your own shit. Surround you with some whack people, some yes men that's gonna tell you that your rap's iller. A couple cars, some jewelry, make your stacks bigger. Then one day you could become the next Mac Miller. Here's your chance. Sign here. That's kind of a couple cars, some jewelry, make your stacks bigger. Then one day you could be the next Mac Miller. He's not mentioning drugs really, like directly next to the Mac Miller thing. Like he's saying, then they give you the tools to dig your own shit. You know, but think about what he's saying. Like the point that he's making is basically that like the labels and the industry takes artists and basically like allows themselves to become these horrible drug addicts, and then they die and they just basically move on to the next artist. It's like a constant thing. And I mean, I'm not saying that like Mac Miller's team or anyone around him like enabled that, but I mean, Mac Miller is a story about a guy who basically was like an incredibly talented artist who got too into drugs and lost his life as a result. I mean,
I think it was more so commentary on like what the industry kind of does, and it's like you hear about all the like positive things sometimes where it's like, yeah, you know, you could sign this contract, you'll be rich, like you'll do this. And I think he was kind of making more so like commentary on the fact that a lot of the times, you know, whoever they is, right? They arm you with like the tools to like destroy yourself. You know what I mean? And I think him bringing up Mac Miller was just referring to a tragedy. So I don't think he, you know, but it could be insensitive to people who love Mac Miller, obviously.
He's not like that at all.
Yeah.
But
He's not one.
have you ever sat in an office at a record label and watched, you know, white industry people talk about a rapper that has fucking 100 machine guns in his video, and it never gets mentioned once that by signing this person, you're basically like going into business with somebody who's, you know, like representing like a whole lot of violence and stuff, and it just doesn't even get mentioned. Or there could be so much lean in the video, and it never gets mentioned that like, oh, well, if we sign this kid, we're gonna have to fucking try to get him off drugs and stuff because we want him to have a nice long career.
Yeah.
Goes unmentioned.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of, you know, industry people like that are attracted to that naturally.
Yeah.
Because they
know it sells.
It's, oh, that's viral. Yeah, that'll sell. Exactly like you said. But, you know, obviously it's like, it's terrible because a lot of people get lost in it.
And you see it in stuff like when Lil Peep's, the lawsuit that is being done by his family against his old management company, is like once the smoke clears and you're actually able to see, and I'm not saying that the management company is like super guilty or whatever, but you look crazy if you're a management company who's basically like helping an artist who's like 19, 20, 21 years old get drugs, get fucked up, and you're not doing like how would you, like that's the thing that's always struck me about the music industry people is like, think about how you're raising your kids. You got your kids in private school. If you even found out about them popping a perk, you would probably send them to military school. If you know, it's like if you're gonna sign an 18-year-old kid from the hood and you're a rich music guy, you should want the same things for that kid that you want for your kids. And like, if you just allow them to just do horrible things to themselves, and you're just part of the problem. You know? Yeah,
that makes it clear that they look to you as work and not real life. You know, like, oh, this is work. You know, like, yeah, he needs some drugs to like get up. Yeah, let's give him some of that. Like, because to them, like you said, it's not their real life. If it was their real life, if it was their kid or their family.
Right.
Yeah. And it's a vile way of like living your life, or like the fact that that's so normal in the music industry is like pretty sickening. And I mean, I feel like early on in my career, I saw that with like some of the artists that were around and stuff, where like they would just be doing mad drugs, and I didn't have like enough experience to really realize like how fucked up it was for me to just be around like 18-year-old kids that are just popping pills all the time and to just turn a blind eye to it. You know, it's like at some point, if you're an older person that knows better, it's your responsibility.
You can't encourage it at all,
and you can't just turn an eye to it, because it's
While we're on that subject, I talked to like two homies recently, like literally this week, and I tweeted about it earlier. They're like cleaning up their life, like stop doing drugs, stop doing lean, stop popping pills. and they're on their healthy shit. So shout out to them. I don't want to mention them by name, but they know who they are.
Best thing you could possibly do for yourself.
Yeah.
Period.
Facts. Yeah. Definitely.
Tory Lanez was charged in the Meg Thee Stallion shooting.
Wow. I don't know. I don't like. It's weird. It's like now his whole album is just like invalid. You know what I mean? I mean, if he gets charged. I mean, if he gets convicted, I should say.
I'm eager to see like what comes out from this criminal case and how his album then looks in comparison. Because the whole album is telling us basically that this shit didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I think he did the album for his defense.
Yeah, that was his.
Like, why the hell would you be asking for a female who, quote unquote, is lying on you about a shooting? Why would you be saying, "Oh, come back, I miss you, I love you"? Da, da. No, he was doing that shit for the judge. He's a weirdo.
I seen this tweet that said maybe he thought like his driver would take the rap for him or something. I don't know.
Who's gonna take fucking 20 years
Yeah.
for somebody you work for? Like that's his driver, not his best friend from growing up or something. And dude, the thing that blew my mind about it is I went and watched his music video yesterday, and it's like, 30,000 likes, like 1,000 dislikes. I'm like, aren't there supposed to be all these people that hate Tory Lanez? Like, why are they not showing out on the dislike bar?
It did 4 million views in a day.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like,
It's crazy.
Aren't people supposed to hate him? I'm like I understand I'm getting a lot of views, but like that dislike bar, like, did all the feminists on Twitter just don't know that they could dislike a video on YouTube? Because that's the easiest way to like show that you don't fuck with somebody. And you see that on YouTube all the time, that if something's unpopular, I have tons of dislikes.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who likes this video, by the way.
yeah.
Yes, I've seen it heavy on the last one.
Heavy on the dislikes,
We
but
need
it's
a little
okay.
help. Thank you for the support.
As long as you're engaging, I guess. Like,
I seen the dislikes. I said, well, god damn.
but we were creeping back up though. We were down bad, but we're creeping back up.
The growing pains, like it's always going to be like that at first. You know, there's always going to be some extent where you got to just like push, because it's like people are just only used to seeing so much stuff from the channel that it's like anything new is going to be a little bit of a challenge.
Well, if Mad Lately was a button, it's definitely the dislike one. Cardi B and Offset, did you guys see the video?
Yes.
A lot of it.
On her birthday, right?
Yeah.
They linked back up.
I'm here for it.
Me too. Shout out Offset. Did you see what he posted?
He lost
No.
his earring.
No, he said I won.
He
Did he
tweeted
really?
that?
He tweeted that?
No, he put like it was like a story on his IG story. He just took a picture of himself and he said I won.
Oh, he getting cocky. He thinks she ain't going anywhere now, huh?
Yo, no, you know what? I have a theory. Okay, Offset is the greatest cheater of all time, and
Why?
he needs his damn respect. Like LeBron needs his, Offset needs his.
But it feels like Offset like stopped cheating after that recent time, and like I don't know. It's like it doesn't feel like he's gotten caught cheating in a long time. If anything, I feel like
That's why he's good.
But why did Cardi B like go through all that, like saying she was going to divorce him, talking about meeting with divorce lawyers, et cetera, and then take him back? Like I wonder what changed.
She might not be done.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I'm saying she might not be done with the divorce. Like,
Sometimes
yeah,
it's
we
just
see
your
what's on
birthday.
social media. You know, I don't think that
Sometimes
necessarily.
it's just your birthday.
Yeah.
Is that a theory? I feel like that's a theory. Like I've had ex-girlfriends hit me up who hate my guts and then just be like, well, it's my birthday, so you want to come on this trip or not? And I'm just like, well, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, because like normal people, like if me and my girl like we're going through some shit and we publicly break up and then we go and we just, secretly we're hanging out or secretly we're fucking or whatever. I
Yeah.
mean, that's totally understandable. Like Offset, like literally, okay, his story of her dancing around on his Instagram story, and keep in mind this is a guy who doesn't really use his Instagram story that much. I literally put my phone down because I screen recorded his whole story and posted it on the No Jumper Instagram as like Offset and Cardi hanging out again or whatever. I put my phone down on screen record, made breakfast, 3 slices of bacon and 3 eggs, and a cup of coffee. And I came back to my phone, and it was still playing his story on screen record mode. That's how long his fucking story was of her dancing around.
So he was that happy. He was just that joy, like wanting to share it with everybody.
Yeah, it was so much. She's just dancing. He's just having such a good time, just sitting there looking at his watch. Yeah.
What if next week she's just like, okay, birthday's festivity's over, and just like gives him the boot?
Hell
That would
yeah.
suck.
I've done that before.
You think she ran around a little bit? You think she like went like got some dick elsewhere and was like, man, as good as Offset?
I don't
She
think
gives
so.
me. I think she's really loyal.
Yeah, I don't think so. Didn't she? She was dating a guy who was like in jail for like at the beginning of her career, and
And
she was
wasn't-
already kind of
yeah.
popping, and she was just like, "Nah, like I'm still with them."
She's the opposite of Nicki. Nicki dated rappers and then decided, nah, fuck, I'm gonna go back to this criminal. I'll wipe up this criminal.
Cardi's loyal.
Shout out Cardi B. Shout out Offset.
That was like Nicki Minaj's first love or something, right?
Yeah,
Was it something like
Kenneth, yeah. I think she dated him when she was 15 or
Oh,
something.
shit.
Like they were like children dating or some shit.
Oh wow, that's
I
insane.
couldn't.
I think. Am I wrong? Yassi?
No Nicki slanders.
No, Nicki slander. That's not
Yeah.
slander. I'm just saying they were young when they dated.
Yeah, I would never date the girls I dated when I was 15.
Oh
Sorry.
my God.
Yeah.
My first love trying to sneak back in.
If you guys saw the girls I dated when I was 15, I mean, you just probably laugh so much, like, because they're my age. They're 36
Yeah.
and from New Hampshire. They probably didn't age well. Like, oh man.
They have a heavy accent.
I mean, like inbred accent, probably. Yeah, I feel like if I saw the girls I was like making out with when I was 13, that it would be like so deeply embarrassing that I would be like, holy fuck. Like, I feel like it would really change my opinion of like how I grew up.
That's the show you should do. Adam's Bad Girl Club. Just all the girls from your past, but like pre-fame. So like, and just throw them all in the house, and then you just bring them donuts in the morning, and that would be insane.
I feel like Blueface is kind of like doubting this idea because he does not seem like he really has it in him to like be there that much. Like, and you know, it's funny because like they're all like, have you slept with Blueface? And they're all like, no, I haven't slept with Blueface yet. And like, it doesn't really seem like he's gonna do it.
No, yeah.
I don't think he needs
that
to.
one girl was like, I don't know him.
It doesn't matter. I gotta see if he responded. I'm trying to pull up to the crib.
What else do we have?
Donald Trump.
Oh
He
yeah,
said
he's-
F California.
he
Or
said
no, what did he say?
California is going straight to hell.
Why is he so mad?
Vote Trump. I'm just like shocked at like the fact that he just throw the whole state away.
Fuck it.
Just said the whole state like fuck y'all.
It wasn't even a sneak diss. It was direct.
Direct.
The number one thing, like, if you're the president, you're supposed to be uniting the people.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just like, all of them, like
Said,
20
"Fuck
million
it.
people over
that's
there.
a blue
fuck 'em."
state. Yeah, he basically just said that's a blue state. Fuck them.
It's like the most bizarre thing you
And he
could
said,
ever imagine.
and then he said New York is on their way to hell, but they're not in hell yet. Apparently,
What the fuck happened? Where did all of this come from?
he woke up on a.
He just
sick
woke up
one.
on some Kanye shit. Why is Kanye on the ballot for real?
Because he said so, I guess.
I feel like he's just doing it to sell merch now because he's actually selling a lot of merch. The vote for Kanye shit.
You can literally be like when we were kids and I used to say you can be anything you want to be. Like the sky is the limit. The sky is the fucking limit. Like Kanye West is on the ballot.
Kanye cannot be president. So, like, whatever. the sky is, in fact, the limit. Kanye is full of shit. He's not like it really does seem like I kind of buy into the theories that he's just trying to take votes away, like give votes to him that would otherwise go to Biden.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
eventually help Trump. I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But who is that? Like I don't want to call nobody stupid, but like y'all would really vote for Kanye West?
That's
As
the
a novelty.
question.
A lot of people don't take politics and all this shit serious.
Serious, yeah.
Anyway.
Exactly. AD was gonna vote for fucking Kanye. Like, he filled out the ballot and then he didn't send it in. And like, because I was kind of pissed when I came in. I'm like, you seriously voted for Kanye? He's like, nah, I didn't send it in. But AD is like 5 IQ points too smart to actually vote for Kanye, because I feel like there's a lot of people, they're gonna see that ballot and be like, you know what, I don't fuck with these other dudes, but Jesus walks. That was hard. Vote for him. You know, like,
There's gonna be a lot of people like that.
like maybe not a ton of like educated voters,
Yeah.
no, but like random ass people that just
People-
sort of have a valid.
There's also people that are gonna want to just say like, "Yeah, I voted for Kanye 2020."
Yeah, it's
Like,
funny.
What about you, bro? Like,
Yeah.
you know, they're like it's on some like high beat shit. You know, I'm like, I saved my ballot and everything. Like,
Rocking the Yeezys.
yeah, like I was wearing my Yeezys while I did it. Like, you know, I have it in a Supreme laminate. Like,
Yeah, we'd be doomed.
yeah, that's insane.
Who added these ideas for later?
Oh no,
Oh, yeah, no, you,
I don't know.
You added that?
What is it?
we do it later though.
Things you guys are gonna do later? Freaky shit.
No, just no. We're not doing anything later. We're doing things lately.
Well, it's lately right now.
Yeah.
We all out of shit.
Do we have any mean comments to read or interactions or no? Okay, not this week. We'll see them later.
We'll have to dig into the chat
Yeah.
at a later date. That is kind of a weird thing on these podcasts, that we don't like to have the chat up because it's too distracting.
Yeah.
Because I've seen way too many podcasts go from like a real conversation to everybody being like, Just staring at the chat, be like,
I can't even
commentary
really-
about myself. Cool.
Yeah.
We didn't
Oh,
do the intro. The proper intro for the
About us.
about us.
60 minutes into it. Yeah.
Oh, just introduce. That's a good idea. or maybe I don't know. Is it make sense this late in, or maybe we should do it the next one? Like it's kind of like a girl's spreading out her like OnlyFans content.
Yeah.
On episode 5, you'll get to find out where Vic lives.
Yeah, exactly. You get to find out what we really do. Why the fuck we're really here. Well, that's it for this week. Mad Lately. I'm Rosecransvic, Gina Views, Gabe C, Adam22.
Shout out to the gang. House Phone's gonna pull up soon. They said, right? Or like a future episode.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
We'll
guys
have
got any
House
other
Phone on,
guests planned?
Hopefully Blueface. Yeah. We need more insights. I'm still fascinated by this fucking house. Like,
No, I'm trying to pull up there for sure. You want to know something crazy for the fans out there? Wednesday, Sada Baby's doing AD's podcast with him.
oh, that's hard.
So that's gonna be.
Oh, yeah.
As a person who watched them hang out for like an hour and a half this morning, that's entertaining. So, yeah.
Definitely. See y'all next week. Mad
Appreciate
Lately.
y'all.
Right.
We out.
Don't
At Rosecransvic. Send hate mail my way.
Good morning, Gabe.
please. Good morning, Gabe. Rosecransvic. Do not send me nothing else unless y'all financing my ass.